session of Love Bites Live with Dr. Girish Kumar. He's the founder and chief healing officer at Human Connect.
This is my wife, Jyotsna Ramachandran, and CEO of Human Connect.
And today we are here to talk about a very, very important topic, which is kind of a continuation of our last week's topic about forgiveness. And in the previous week, we spoke about how to cheat proof your marriage and relationship. So today we are going to be talking about how do you cope after getting betrayed in your relationship. Something bad has happened in your relationship, your partner has betrayed you. Now you are finding it very tough to cope up with that, and we've seen this happen to a lot of our clients also. So we thought this is a very important and a sensitive topic, which is why Girish decided to talk about this today.
So, by the way, when I posted 3 days back, so many people supported this topic and they want this topic very badly. Today morning also, so many people were saying that, yes, this is what we need now. So,
Let's talk about what are some of the things one should do, Girish, step by step, as to how they can cope up with this, so that even after they go through a dark phase in life, they have a happy rest of their life.
Yes. So, Jyotsna, as whatever we say, it's like experience from different clients. We talk and discuss and see what is that supporting majority of people. So it's like that, and there will be can add certain things or delete certain things. This is what I am seeing success in with my clients, which we are sharing here. So first step, Jyotsna, here it is like first accept what has happened to you and face the reality. Now, if anyone who has been betrayed or who are being cheated, first step is that you should accept that we are being cheated. If we can do that, then we can face that and we can discuss about that to the partner. This is the first thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if that acknowledgement is there, only then the action can be taken. A lot of people live in denial. They feel
Yes.
that everything is perfect in my life, nothing has gone wrong. So they know that something is happening in the background. They know that something is not right, but they don't want to face that.
Yes, because that is again its identity comes into them. So
Very
that's why
true.
they not accepting it.
Now, what we also notice, Girish, is that people start blaming themselves. The minute they realize that something is wrong in their relationship, they put the entire blame on themselves, saying that my partner betrayed me, my partner cheated me because I did something wrong. I did not take care of them. I was not good enough. Because of this, they start to blame themselves. And that is not a good place to be, because that will lead to more and more frustration,
Yes.
and even can even lead to depression.
Yes.
So I suggest that the way to look at this is to uh, understand that it is definitely not your fault. So don't blame yourself, and also don't blame your partner, because as human beings, when something goes wrong, we want to immediately point finger at each other and say that you did this and I did this. So instead of pointing fingers at each other, accept that something has gone wrong with the relationship, not
Not
with
with
you
it.
or
Yes.
with your partner, but something has gone wrong with the relationship, and now you, as a responsible person, would like to take responsibility to fix that relationship. So think about it that way. That's a better way of coping up with this betrayal, rather than pointing finger at yourself or at your partner.
Yeah. Third thing can be like do not attach your self-worth, because that is a very important component in any relationship is your worth for that relationship. So most of people when they get betrayed, they feel that they are not good enough and they feel that they are down. So because of you only the cheat has happened. So I wanted to see like this. So I wanted to see that your value system is not same as your partner's value system. What is wrong for you, the partner, it's seeing that it can be adjusted. That's the only reason they go one step ahead and do whatever what they did in their life.
Yeah. That's so true, because everyone does not cheat, right? So even let's assume that you're the worst person in the world. Even then, if your partner's value system does not allow them to cheat, they will address these issues with you. Or they may even file divorce. That's a different way of looking at things. The reason they cheated is because their value system allowed them to cheat. So them cheating has got nothing to
Nothing to
do.
with your self-worth, because
Yeah,
that most people, what happen when you, as Jyotsna told, the earlier point of the depression is mainly because the self-worth is being questioned. That's why we go down in our vibration, and we see that so many
yeah.
people are going in depression.
Absolutely. The other thing you need to take care is that you need to protect your own sanity. While dealing
Yes.
with this, you should not go mad. And a common reason why we have seen people go crazy is because when you discuss this issue with your partner, they are also human beings, right? So their obvious reaction will be, I was good only, but because you started doing this, because of your behavior, because you did not take care of me. So they'll put hundreds of accusations against you, saying that because you did this, that's why I had to look for another friend or
Mhm.
partner or whatever. So when they accuse you, or they tell things that, on this particular vacation you said this,
Yes.
whatever, they could be telling you lots of different events. So don't allow that blame to get into you. In other words, some people intentionally may be gaslighting you, right? By gaslighting, what we mean is they will try to manipulate your own feelings by putting all the blame on you. Please protect that. Okay, protect your sacred space around you and don't let their accusations get into you. Because, of course, they are also hurt. They also want to justify what their actions, and they may tell hundreds of things. All that may not be true. So don't take that, um, you know, what is that?
Very personally, and that will drain your
Yeah, that may
energy,
not be
because
accurate also.
yeah, because when the truth is not there, always the energy will be drained, Jyotsna.
Mm.
So once they file constantly, that truth is not there, what happened, we associate to that energy, and that the sanity, what Jyotsna told, that will attach and pluck you. You
Yeah.
will start to doubt yourself, and that when you doubt, and now that shake has happened
Mm.
very powerfully. So next point is, Jyotsna, that they should see that they should track the event. So because
Mm.
now you know that something, now accident has happened. Now what next? Now this is a point where you should see that why this happened. Track the event. So till this it was fine. When was the point that he is able to think like that, or she is able to think differently, because this relationship may be 1 year old, or 2 year old, or 5 year old, or 10 years old, or 15 years old, 20 years old, had seen the same pattern everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Because there will be a time where the both the person did not give important to that relationship. That's the only point where the person is coming into that relationship. Since we told the value system was not strong for this particular incident, they slip. That's how it happens. So here that space is very very important, and how they slipped is what we should see. The
Mm-hmm.
tracking the event is very 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 important, and see that in the future the couple are not doing this mistake,
Yeah.
because this give the open door. And if it is not handled properly at the first place, I'm telling you, again it will repeat. Because so many people does not want to face the reality.
Mm.
They want to be good books in each other, and they overlook that. It's very dangerous. So I want people to understand that it cannot be overlooked.
Yeah. It's not important to be nice to each other at this point of time.
Because that is, you are cheating your relationship. It's not about you and her anymore. It's about that relationship which you have
Yeah.
built for 10 or 20 or 30 years.
So definitely, as Girish said, there will be events which created this loophole.
Yes.
So you need to go back and track those events and talk about it to each other so that you don't give a chance for that to get repeated in your life ever again.
Yes.
Yeah. The other thing I think that one should ask themselves, if you have gone through betrayal, you need to ask yourself, do you really want to be in this relationship? Right? And if you want to be in this relationship, then why is it that you want to be in it? Is it because you're so comfortable being married? It creates a good social structure for you, or maybe you have kids, maybe you're scared of what your parents will say, or you genuinely want to be with this person for the rest of your life. You're willing to forgive them and you're willing to overlook this episode in your life and rebuild the relationship and be with them because you genuinely want to spend the rest of your life with you. So ask yourself if you want to be in the relationship for the right reasons. If the reason is not because you love this person and you want to be with this person, then I think it's a very temporary thing,
Yes,
and definitely issues will crop up again and again in the
it
marriage.
fades.
Yeah, but temporarily you may feel that, oh, my mom is there, so till she's alive I can't break this marriage, and
Mhm.
you adjust and you continue with the relationship. But after a few months or years, again problems will come up.
Come.
So make sure that you answer this question, and it's if you are not able to continue in the relationship, that's also okay, but at least get that clarity whether you want
Yes.
to be in the relationship or not. If you want to be in the relationship, then it should be for the right reasons.
So now, adding to this,
Hmm.
so you should ask again to your partner, because since he or she had cheated you, you should ask again, are you really committed to this relationship? Now so much of damage is that now the relationship not will be like the earlier before, because it's lot of triggers will come in. So till that time there is no triggers. Now someone has cheated, you will always feel doubt. So the best thing is to ask face to face. Now see, ABC happened. So are you really committed the like before? If you are committed, and why this has happened, first of all, in the first place, because you should reconfirm that. Because when you reconfirm only why this has happened, then they will recommit. Because
Yeah.
committing and recommitting is very important. And once we committed, we went into a relationship and we got married, then some accident happened in your life, there is a recommitment is very very important.
Mm.
Mostly when people come here, they come together and then they say that they don't recommit, they only sitting with marriage happened 15 years before, 20 years before, 30 years before, they are holding that commitment. That will not help.
Yeah.
Because now as a person you are evolved a lot, as a person your spouse also evolved a lot, they have lots of opportunity now, lot of space now. Maybe that time you were the most important person in your life, but today ask that question, really, that my spouse is most important person, and ask that same thing to you. Now this is I've been cheated, are you committed to that relationship? Maybe then now that person has changed, you want to come out of it. So ask this recommitment to each other. That helps to build a new life, and that is like, again, it's like a second life, a second marriage, so to for you. So now see that all that mistakes what you did before, see that it's not there. That's what it is called as recommitting yourself
Yeah.
for that.
Exactly, because just because one partner wants to be in the relationship, we cannot assume that the other person also wants the same, and
Mhm.
continue that conversation.
Because one will be in different boat and the other will be in different, but
Yeah.
they will be together.
Yeah.
So when you should make that recommitment, as when we got married, it is very important just now.
Sure. Before we move ahead, I want to quickly remind you guys, if you have any questions popping up and you
Yes.
find it slightly uncomfortable to post it in the comments section, then you can head over to humanconnect.in/ask Girish. You can go there and drop your questions in the form over there, so that we can take up your questions at the end of this session. All right. So moving ahead. Now you've asked yourself why you want to be in the relationship, and you've let's assume that you've got a positive answer that yes, you want to be in the relationship for the right reason, and even your partner has kind of understood that they have gone in the wrong track and they want to come back to you and be committed to you. Now, if you both are in that situation, now is the time for you both to sit down and discuss that now that we are going to live together again happily, what are the things that are acceptable in this relationship, and what are the things that are not going to be acceptable in this relationship anymore.
Because this is very 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 important, because since something is happened, now you cannot assume things, because lot of assumption only most marriage have this crisis after 5 years, 10 years, or even now within 6 months they have crisis. Because they aim when they are in a relationship, they want only get married. How that marriage is going to be taken care forward, there is no rules or boundaries in that. So that's what Jyotsna is saying, that that is very very important to have that communication.
Yeah, I think this could be a good opportunity for people to writing a code of honor. Yeah. So many of you probably have not had a code of honor written down for your relationship. But when you go through a big challenge like this, and you and your spouse are re-evaluating your life and discussing what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, at this time you can actually sit together and write down your code of honor. That way you
Yes.
will clearly know what is it that your spouse is expecting, whether it's doable for you or not. You can renegotiate terms and say that, this is something I can do, but this I can't do. See if they are okay with it. And that way you both will know what exactly are the rules of your marriage. Right? A lot of these things are assumed that, it's understood that, okay, when we are married, this is how we are supposed to be. But clearly it has not worked, which is why all the mess ups have happened in people's lives. So that's why it's important to sit down and rewrite the code of honor.
Yes. Once we understood all these things, that now we should understand that this is a time where when you want to go forward, now you are being hurt and you know that you are being cheated in this relationship. Now the first thing is that one, after doing so many steps, you should forgive the partner and yourself, and you should forget what has happened, and then you should go forward. Maybe it takes some time, but this is the step to go forward. Some people are forgiving, but they are not able to forget. Some people are forgetting, and some people are not able to go forward because all these things are gone deeper. So now this time you should heal yourself, or you should get help from someone and
Yeah.
work on that, because this forgiving, forgetting, and going forward is a key for this energy to move away. Otherwise, after 1 year or 2 year, or 3 year or 5 year or 10 year, you will have the same thing in your mind. That will not help that relationship to be very strong.
Absolutely, yeah. And in fact, last week we did a detailed session on
Yes,
how to forgive your
forget.
partner.
Maybe they can
Yeah, so
watch
if
the
you haven't
previous.
watched it, you can check out our YouTube channel. Just look for Girish Human Connect, and you'll be able to find our channel if you've not subscribed to it yet. Go and watch that episode where Girish talks about some important techniques to forgive
Forgive.
your partner and forget and go ahead
Yes.
also.
Yes.
And finally, remember that this is not an easy process for anybody. Whoever has gone through betrayal, cheating, it is going to be very tough, and we understand that, and it's not going to happen overnight. So you need to understand that it will take time, and give yourself that time. Don't be so harsh on yourself, right? It's like meeting, like crashing on a truck in a highway and expecting that you should go walking the next day. It's not possible, right? You have to go through that recovery period. You need to be in the ICU, then you need to do your physiotherapy, then slowly with you may probably have to do some therapy also with a psychologist, and then you will heal.
Yes.
That's the same thing with a relationship crashing also in the middle of the marriage.
That is very, very, very important, because you feel that this is very important for you. So take more caution and see that you give time. Without giving time, don't come to a conclusion that you want to end that marriage. So give time and get help. So mainly because this is like, it's heart is broke, so it is a heart breaking event in your life. So give time and take help. Most people does not talk about this outside, and you keep it in yourself. Please never do that, because future all the diseases coming because of heart attack and all these things happen only because you are not talking about to this to your partner or going out to get help.
Yeah.
So see that, or this isn't just an instant in that relationship. Because of that, you are going to cause your health, cause your life also.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
So any questions, if you have any, see, no,
Please post it.
post it
Yeah, I
now
will
so
also check
that
the form. If you have any other questions,
please ask, and
yeah.
please feel free to ask that questions now.
Yeah, the other question, Girish, that people ask related to this topic is, now I'm doing all of this, I'm trying to forgive my partner, I'm trying to move ahead in life. What is the guarantee that they will not cheat me again?
My goodness, very good question. Okay, what is the guarantee that he will not cheat? Okay,
Or she?
that she, there is no guarantee. Okay, it's only by you both working on that relationship. It is like building a faith that when we got married, everyone getting married is to have a beautiful life for next 30, 40 years. it crashed within a year or within a month or within 6 months. So guarantee cannot be given here. It's only thing commitment. That's why I told no that recommitting yourself after the crash that we will be together, because opportunity and the mind is like a monkey, it keeps on changing. That's why I told no feeding that relationship is very very important. You cannot take for granted. Anyone taking for granted your relationship, that means this is what the byproduct of the end of the day. Some people will know, some people will not know. It will run for ages, and people end their life, but they
Yeah.
don't know what it's happened. So don't ask for guarantee. You are the guarantee for that marriage. Take that responsibility. You want to keep this marriage alive, and you give the guarantee to that marriage, not the other person.
Yeah, I think when a person has already invested a lot of many years of their life in a relationship, just because an incident like this happens, don't give up. What we are saying
Yes.
is give it another chance. Now, in
Yes.
spite of you doing everything, talking with your partner and making things work, writing a code of honor, recommitting, and all of that, if 6 months later or even 6 years later, they again end up doing the same thing, then you can reevaluate it and decide to come out of the
Again,
relationship.
it's all about discussion.
Yeah.
It's not putting anyone down. It's again, as I told, whatever I and Jyotsna is talking, its base is love, love,
Mm.
and love. When the love is not there, you are not happy, when you are not able to move forward, or you are not growing in that relationship as a couple, then look of coming out of that
Yeah.
relationship and go to some other person also. It's nothing
Yeah.
wrong. If you feel that someone you are attracted, put an end to this relationship and go
Yeah.
forward.
And even if that happens, I think it's good to do it very gracefully
Mm.
rather than getting into a fight or
Yes.
talking things like, how dare you do this to me? Now let me
Yes.
see how I will spoil your life. I'll take revenge. No, just
Please.
understand that they had a different value system and you can't make them become like you. So understand it that way and move ahead and not hold grudges for the rest of your
Yeah.
life.
What, as Jyotsna told, there are so many people will come here and say, I will see what lesson I will teach him or her. So, Girish, please forgive me. I will take revenge on her and all these things. That is not going to help you nor her, because now you are losing your value system. The kindness is gone from you. Now it's like you are you are in fear and anger. So we don't want that life. No, who wants to be in anger and fear? We want a life of love. We need a life of power and commitment. Let's commit
Yeah.
that we will have a better life. So whatever it is, so commit yourself that you deserve an awesome life. So I and Jyotsna always we say that we deserve an awesome life together. So for that we work daily and see that how to make this life better, and we always encourage each other, or we pull leg to each other and see what is going wrong. Because without talking to each other, without being vulnerable, you cannot go to the next level of the relationship.
So true. Yes, we have a question about cheating. Can we take it up?
Again, okay.
Yeah. The question is cheating, does cheating mean only being with someone else? Or if someone is married but seeing some other people continuously with lust mentally, is that person not cheating their spouse?
Yes. Cheating is not even that, okay? If you are not giving adequate time to your spouse, you are cheating.
There may
Because
not
some,
even be another person.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like some people are workaholic. I'm saying that is also cheating,
Mm.
because you committed to her or him that you are going to have a solid, peaceful, happy married life. If you are not giving that, I personally feel that you are cheating. So here, I and Jyotsna, we always ask to each other that we are spending proper time, or sometimes I will be more greedy to spend more time with her. So she will ask me, "Oh, I spent so much time with you. You're not enough." Because I think the main reason I resigned my job and started all this thing is that to spend more time with her. And even though when I had one more company, when the time was not there, so I made sure that what best we can do for each other. And now we are enjoying that space, and whoever we see that we say that spend quality time with your spouse. That's the only thing that can lead you to create more things in your life. When the both of you are happy, you can create so many things in your life. And that's what we hope for you also, that whoever watching this episode, we wish you all a happy married life, happy committed married life, and see
Yeah.
that two different a person coming together and stick for a long time. It is really should be appreciated. Let's people who are together, can we tap to ourselves that yes, we
Good
are
job.
sticking to that. Yes, it's a very good thing. Even you have completed 1 month or 6 month or 1 year, 5 year, 10, 20,
It
30,
is an
40.
achievement. Yeah.
It's an achievement. As other things we do in our life, it is also an achievement to be together, being with that same person for a long time. So many people come here, sir, already 10 years in the marriage, I am bored, I think I cannot go forward more than that. So that it is stopping them. So that's why that all this shit happens.
Yeah. One final thing that I would like to tell you all is whether you have cheated your partner or your partner has betrayed you, definitely you might need help to overcome this
Yeah,
situation.
correct.
But the reason why a lot of people don't come forward and seek help is because of the shame associated with this. Either you feel bad for cheating your partner or you feel ashamed that you have led your partner to cheat you. So there's no shame that needs to be associated with this, because it's not that it has happened only to you. It has happened to millions of couples, and you're not the only one who is going through this. So it's absolutely okay. Just like how if you have stomach pain, you'll go to a doctor. If there is a pain in your relationship, it's absolutely okay to seek help. If you feel that you've reached a stage in your relationship where trying to do fix things on your own is not working anymore, please go to a therapist, go to a counselor. If you feel connected to Girish, then I recommend that you get on a book, not book clarity call, I keep talking on. Get on a relationship clarity call with Girish. So just head over to humanconnect.in/apply. There will be a
Yes.
form, apply for that session, and someone from our team will immediately get in touch with you to schedule a call. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I hope this session was useful, and we'll see you next week with yet another topic related to relationship.
Love you all. Thank you for the time that you are spending in this video, whether you are live or you are seeing this recording. So, that is a message for you. That's why you are listening to this episode. Take action in your life, make your life awesome as a couple. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.